Hey YouTube, so long time no see. I know it's been a few weeks since I posted a video. There was a short period of time, actually a pretty decent period of time, where there was just nothing out there. The weather down here in South Carolina has been pretty bad. We had an ice storm, we lost power for a few days. Just with moisture out on the ground or with the weather being cold, there's not many yard sales. There's not many people going out to the flea markets. I do go. Within the last 2 months, I've probably didn't go either Saturday or Sunday, maybe once. I still go out there, or I still hit up some yard sales. I'm still browsing Craigslist. It's just been really slow, so I apologize, but hopefully it starts picking up here soon, coming up in the spring. I'm going to show you a series of just random pickups, whether it's Craigslist or a flea market pickup, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in a little bit to discuss my latest pickup. So enjoy. Hey guys, so just showing you this quick pickup that I got. I paid $7.99 for a premium video game cartridge. And this is from Cash America Pawn. And that game is Pokemon Heart Gold. I was pretty excited to be able to pick that up for $8. Of course, it was $7.99, and I go, what's the best price you can give me? And they usually just throw out a price right then and there. But this lady goes, oh, let me go check. So she gets on the computer. I'm just assuming she's looking up to see how much they bought it for. And she goes, oh, well, it's going for like $40-something online. And I'm like, how much was on there? She goes, $7.99. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. So she didn't go down, but it's still a really good price. But that's it for this one. I'll see you at the next one. Peace. Hey guys, so I'm on my way to go pick up a GameCube game, and I'll show you what I get when I get there. Peace. Alright guys, so I just picked up that GameCube game I told you all about. Give me just 1 second, let me straighten out and I'll show you that house right there. I just left some young kid, probably like 15 or whatever. Anyways, I got a complete Mario Kart Double Dash. It's like super complete. It has the manual, the disc, the sun's really bright. The manual, the disc, it's got every little insert and what my buddy calls, and I'm going to adopt it. It's even got the do not play in the bathtub warning in there. So yeah, really excited. $10 for Mario Kart Double Dash. The disc is in fantastic shape. So pretty sweet deal. I'll see y'all at the next one. Peace.
Hey YouTube, so it's like 50 degrees outside, the ground is wet, and the wind is picking up. But this is honestly the best flea market weather I've had in about a month and a half. So let's see if we can't find anything. Hey YouTube, so the same guy back right where that car is at. Anyways, he's always out here. He always has games. He's not really a reseller because he does have really good prices on his stuff. Usually it's like $5 for any cartridge-based game, or GameCube game, PS2 game, or Xbox game, and that's usually $10 for the 360, PS3, and Wii stuff. Anyways, I'm not gonna get a lot of footage, so I'm gonna have to put this with another flea market video. It's a lot more wet on the ground than I thought it was. It's really muddy, and the wind's picking up, which is making it a little cold. So I doubt I'm gonna find too much more. But what I did find, and I got it for $4 each. The first thing was the Game Boy player for the GameCube. I didn't get the player, but just the disc, which that's the hardest part to find, is the damn disc. And the second thing I got was Smash Brothers Melee. Both of them are disc only and just generic. Or actually, they're in GameCube cases. They just don't have any manual or insert. So unless I find anything else, I'll see y'all at the next flea market. Try. Peace. And anyways, I'm on my way to go pick up some Xbox games. I'm paying $2 a piece for them, and I will see y'all in a little bit.
All right, so I just left the meeting place, and you can see there's a little shady looking car right there next to the dumpster. That's the guy I met up with, and I was originally going to get 5 games, and I technically still only got 5 games for $2 a piece, and he brought 6 discs, and I can't say it was games, but 6 discs, and I'll explain it to you right now. Let me just pull out practicing safe driving. And so anyways, I got all of these for $2 a piece, or not $2 a piece because I got 6 items, but $10 total. So I'll start off with this one because this was the controversial. So I picked up Halo 2. I don't really need it, but it's always a good, solid, you know, known title for the Xbox. So I picked up Halo 2, and he brought this, and I saw that he had it. But he brought this. He goes, I wasn't sure which one you wanted because I think this was just maps for it. And so I ended up just saying, would you give me all of them for $10 because this isn't really a game, it's just maps. And he goes, sure. And so I got both of them, and they are both complete, which is awesome as hell. I love getting $2 games complete. It's great. One game that I never had, and unfortunately I won't be adding this one to my collection because it is a platinum hits, and I just don't collect the re-released games. So I got a platinum hits complete Fable, and I'll be honest, I never really played in depth of this game. My buddy had an Xbox, I had a GameCube. My buddy had an Xbox, and I went over there and played Halo a bunch. He also played, he also had Morrowind, and he actually had Fable, and I played Fable very, very, very briefly, so I don't know too much, but I have heard good things about the entire series. So I definitely need to at least play it before I trade it off. The next ones were the ones I was really interested in getting, and I got a complete copy of Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and I have actually never played this on the Xbox. I have played it on the PC. In fact, up until probably a couple of months ago, I didn't even know this came out on the Xbox. I thought it was a PC only game, so I was really excited to be able to pick this up for $2. And needless to say, it's not the platinum hits, it's the black label, and it's complete, and the disc looks in really good shape. The going price for this, I want to say, is close to about $20, maybe more for a complete copy. But I might be adding that to my collection. I'm not too entirely sure. The next one I won't be adding to my collection because it is another platinum hits, but it is complete, and it is Star Wars Battlefront. And I run across this more often than not, to be honest. And it's a pretty tough game to come by, especially out in the wild for a cheap price, such as $2. But it is the platinum hits, so I will be selling or trading that one off. And woo, that sun is getting bright. All right, and the last but certainly not least, definitely the one that has the most value, is Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is black label. Every time I get this dang game, it's always the platinum hits. So I more than likely will be adding this to my collection, especially since I could sell off one of that Star Wars Battlefront and get my money back for the entire lot. And it also is complete, and the disc is in really good shape. So I might just be adding this to my collection. But if this is a game that you're interested in, definitely let me know below. And you know, for a decent trade, I'd be willing to trade it off. But those 5 games and the map pack, that's what I picked up for $10 total this time. And I'll see y'all at the next deal. Wow, that sun's crazy bright. Peace. Alright, YouTube. So I just met up with that guy for those games. I am at good old, where, no. Anyways, I'm at Zaxby's. There we go.
drive-through. Anyways, met up with the guy, paid $20 for the whole lot. It's a little more than I'm usually paying for stuff, but we've been super dead, which is why I haven't been doing too many videos. That's why you definitely haven't seen any flea market videos lately. It's been really cold for South Carolina, and whenever it decides to warm up on the weekend, it ends up raining. So it's been really, really slow. I got a pretty good pickup off of Craigslist, but the guy ended up mailing the stuff because he lived about an hour and a half away, and I just didn't feel like taking the drive. But anyways, give me just 1 second and I'll show you what I got. For $20, I got Hydro Thunder for the N64, and it's one of those games I don't have in my collection, and it's actually worth about, I want to say like $12 or something, so that's pretty cool. I got another copy of Pokemon Red and a copy of Pokemon Blue, and I didn't bring a Game Boy with me to make sure they saved. Hell, I hope they work. Usually I do bring Game Boys with me just to at least test them out, but I had to basically leave straight from work to go meet up with this guy, and I just didn't have time to swing by and grab a Game Boy. So hopefully they save. If not, I could pay a couple bucks to get the batteries changed out. I usually just don't do that stuff myself because by the time I buy the batteries and all the stuff, it's just cheaper and less of a headache if I could just get someone else to do it. So that's it for this pickup. I'll see you at the next one. Peace. All right, YouTube, arriving at the flea market. Let's go. So I'm here at the flea market looking like the Unabomber. I thought it was gonna be a little bit warmer today. I did bring my hoodie just in case, and yeah, it's pretty cold. I mean, it's not freezing. It's definitely not the coldest weather I've had out here, but it should be warming up later. But by that time, I'm probably gonna be gone. But anyways, it's still a little empty. Not many people out here, so I'm gonna go check out that guy that I usually go to and see if he's got anything. See in a little bit. All right, YouTube, so I didn't get the footage, but there's a guy right there. Anyways, it's the same guy that I always go to, that always has the games. I got out here pretty early and there wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot of vendors set up, especially out in the parking lot area. So I decided to skip that area, which is usually the area I go to first, and I decided to go ahead and go straight to him. Fortunately I did, because probably 2 or 3 minutes after I got there, there was another guy there that just started swooping up a bunch of games. Nothing I was interested in. It was like Mario 3 and stuff like that, but he always puts those off to the side and charges like $10 or $15 for those, as opposed to $5 for all of his other games. So before I go any further at the flea market, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got. The only disc game that I got today, it's just disc only. It was in pretty good condition. It's F-Zero GX. And then I got 7 more games. We got Cool Spot for the Super Nintendo. Got Earthworm Jim, and he gave me this dust sleeve for it. I told him if he gave me that, I wouldn't even haggle with him today. Metroid for the NES. Still looking for the yellow copy. I'd never run across it. Zelda. DuckTales. Double Dragon. And I want to enterize, all of these were $5 each. And fortunately, I looked this one up because I was not familiar with it, and wow. The label's kind of worn, but not in bad shape at all, really. Gun-nac. From what I saw online, this game goes for anywhere from 80 to 100. Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm actually on my way to go do a Craigslist deal. I'm going to be picking up a Super Nintendo lot And they're also throwing in a PlayStation 2 with some PS2 games, all for $90. I'm not sure what the PS2 games are, but they told me what the Super Nintendo games were. So that's really what I'm buying. So basically the PlayStation 2 and the games are all extra. But it's definitely going to be worth it, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm here at the Save-A-Lot food store. I've actually never been in there, so I think it's just like a Big Lots that sells food. I don't know. Anyways, I am waiting for the, I'm assuming it's a couple to come so I can buy this pretty decent sized lot off of them. And I think it's a couple because I think I was texting a guy and then I spoke with a woman who was talking to a guy in the background. But anyways, they said they're running a little bit late, so hopefully it won't take too long, and whenever they get here or whenever I get the stuff, I'll show you what I got. So see you in a little bit. Hey YouTube, so I just met up with those people. The guy was like Brazilian. He spoke very little English, and the lady's yelling from the driver's seat, "He's Brazilian, sorry about his English." Whatever. And they were about a half hour late, which is awesome. Gotta love people like that. But it was worth the wait. Got 2 bags full of stuff, and they threw in like an extra guitar or something for, I guess, Guitar Hero or whatever. And they're like, sorry I was late, here's a couple extra games of guitar. So I'm like, whatever. But when I get back to the house, I'll show you what I got. See you in a little bit. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed those pickups, and especially my latest pickup that you just saw at the flea market. I was really excited to pick up gun-nac, and I really enjoyed the game. I love those space shooter games. And the label damage that I was talking about, let me see if I can't get it. There you go. The label is kind of like, just kind of bent up a little bit. So if somehow I can just flatten the label or peel off the label carefully and, you know, slide it back straight. I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to touch it, trying to fix it that way. If you know any good way of actually fixing that type of label damage, please let me know. That would be great. But overall, I was really excited to pick that up, and now that I know it's a pretty rare and expensive game, definitely know to look out for that. But now I am here to show you the absolute latest pickup that I got. I paid $90 for all of it, a little bit more than what I wanted to pay for it. But overall, I still believe it was definitely worth it. So let's get straight into it. First and foremost, I got a Guitar Hero guitar. It has red octane on the back here. Didn't really want it. It was kind of one of those take it all or take nothing type of deals. So I got stuck with that guitar that I'll probably end up honestly throwing away. I just don't have room for it. I don't play Guitar Hero anymore. And I just don't know any of my friends or even the people at the flea market. They just don't want that kind of stuff. But I would offer to trade it, but I mean it would just cost too much in shipping. It's just one of those things that you're just kind of stuck with. I also got a PS2 Slim. It came with all the hookups and a GameStop controller, as well as a first-party DualShock controller, and it's missing the grips on the joysticks there. And I thought I was going to come with a couple of games at least. Sorry about my phone. I thought I was going to come with a couple of games at least, but it only came with one game. And when I took it out, I was looking at it, and I'm like, I'm not really sure what this is. I've never had the game, which is why it didn't look familiar to me. But it is Shadow of the Colossus. It is the player's choice version. But the disc looks in overall decent shape to where I believe it will play. So, you know, not a bad game, you know, for the one game I did get with the PS2. Moving on to the other console, I got the limited gold edition of the Super Nintendo, and not much to say about it. It's really, really like, you know, smoker teeth yellow. It's pretty bad. No offense to people who smoke cigarettes. It also came with all the hookups, the RF cable, and a third-party Super Pad controller, as well as a first-party Super Nintendo controller. I tested the Super Nintendo controller. I have not tested the Super Pad controller, but whatever. Moving on to the games. The first one's not really a game, but it is what it is. Super Game Boy. This is my third Super Game Boy. I have two sitting up way up there on the top of the shelf. At least one of them is for sell or trade. So if you are interested in a Super Game Boy to play your Game Boy games on your Super Nintendo, just hit me up in the comments. We can PM each other and figure out a trade, or if you just want to straight up buy it. But I'll at least have one up for sale or trade. Moving on to the games. This is the stack of games that is less sought after. The first one is Mickey Mania, the Timeless Adventure of Mickey Mouse. This next one is Lion King. It's a decent game. I actually played Lion King a lot on the Sega Genesis. I don't know. Top Gear, I am going to be completely honest, I haven't even attempted to play it. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm just going to assume it's not good. I'm not really into car games anyways. Mortal Kombat 3, I already have this in my collection, so and I have one that's in way better condition. And the one that I'm actually going to add to my collection is Mortal Kombat 2, because in my collection I already have 2 and 3, or excuse me, 1 and 3, so I need to add 2. And I played a lot of 2 on the Sega Genesis as well, and I played a little bit just now on this. And one thing I definitely noticed differently is 4 uppercuts in the Sega Genesis kills the opponent. 4 uppercuts in the Super Nintendo gets them down to just a little bit of health, so you actually have to do 5 hits. I used to cheat and do uppercuts all the time just because I really sucked at these older style fighting games. But I loved them to death, and Mortal Kombat 2 is one of my favorite Mortal Kombats just because of nostalgic reasons. Moving on to the more well-known, well-sought-after games. And unfortunately, 3 out of the 4 of these are in pretty rough condition. Starting off with Super Mario World. And, I mean, it is Super Mario World, missing about half the label. But it does save, so that's pretty cool. The one that is in actually the best condition, and it's in really good condition actually, is Donkey Kong Country. And the label is in almost pristine shape. And it is really nice looking. And it saves. Donkey Kong Country 2. The label is in awesome condition, but the cart is discolored mostly on the front. You could tell it's kind of like a yellowish color there and a gray color there. And also I got Donkey Kong Country 3. And the cart is in overall good shape, but the label is all jacked up right there on the corner. But this saves. All of them save, which is awesome. And last but certainly not least, and the main reason why I bought this lot, I already cleaned it up, tested it out, everything looks great, and I added a dust sleeve on it. It is Demon's Crest, and I am super stoked to be able to add this to my collection. The label is in really nice shape. The cartridge is in overall really good shape. Sorry about my phone again. My buddy Matt's really trying to show me some Craigslist deals, it looks like. If I had to give it, for a used cart only rating, I would probably give it about an 8 out of 10. It's in really nice shape. Just a couple of like indentation marks on the label, but overall, I'm super happy to add that to my collection. Thumbs up for being super happy. So anyways, that is what has been going on with my pickups. Like I said, I'm really sorry I'm not spitting them out, once or twice a week like I was. Hopefully it starts picking up again and I can show you all what I got. And I definitely plan on doing another room tour. I haven't done one in probably about a year and a half, maybe closer to a year and a half. So I definitely plan on doing that, whether it's in here or whether it's downstairs, where I'm hoping to change and move everything to my garage for more space. Before I go, I do want to show you just real quick some games I got on eBay, and I'm just going to show you real quick. I got a factory sealed in the big box Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. Comes with the Game Boy connector cable, and I was super happy to pick that up, as well as sorry about the delay. I actually didn't plan on showing y'all this, but I remembered I haven't showed y'all a complete in-box Legend of Zelda 25th Anniversary Edition of the 3DS, and inside is a factory sealed copy of Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, and I have it in this this little plastic casing to keep it in decent condition. But overall, I am super stoked to be able to add that to my collection, and I only paid $160 for this. It comes with everything from the little styrofoam pouches to put the 3DS in, to the little styrofoam slip that goes in between the screen for the 3DS. Every single piece of book artwork, don't play in the bathtub slip, as well as just everything you can think of, Nintendo points, just everything. Everything is in here, and I am super stoked to be able to add that to my Zelda console collection. That makes the DS Lite, the 3DS, the 3DS XL, and the Wii U for Zelda consoles. So hopefully you'll see those in my room tour. So sorry to ramble on. I hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think the best pickup was. And subscribe to my channel. Tell all your friends to subscribe. And I will see y'all later. Peace.